Good. If you are a regular viewer of the channel, then you definitely know that I love simple strategies because simple strategies are usually very robust. Larry Williams is one of those traders that's been trading for literally decades, and he published this pattern, I think, in the 90s, although he came up with it in the 60s. So in this video, I will show you the code and how simple it is and how we can apply it as a strategy. And of course, I'm gonna sprinkle some KC dust on top of it to make the strategy viable for today's environment. So this is the setup. This is the buy setup, and the short setup is the opposite. It consists of 3 bars. So the first bar is a closed down bar. The next bar is also a closed down bar, but the close below the previous low. And that's why it's called a naked close. And then the current bar, it's an up bar where the close is above the previous high. And again, that's why this is a naked close. So really a simple 3-bar pattern. And you can build many variations on this, but we will stick with Larry's definition and we will build a strategy based on it. So like I mentioned, the sell setup will be exactly the opposite of this pattern. So I programmed this in MultiChart EasyLanguage, which is the same for TradeStation EasyLanguage. First of all, let's ignore the inputs and variables. So this is the buy signal. So yesterday closed below the previous day low and so on and so forth. And this is the sell setup. So it's the opposite. So those are our entry signals. And we will use this definition to enter. So you can see here, this is the entry order. I have a filter here because I can switch on and off the short and long to test them separately. So then we check that out. And then if we have this condition as true, so that means we have this set up, then we buy this bar at close. So the entry is with this pattern, 3-bar patterns, and we're exiting after number of bars. I know I can put, profit target and stop loss and so on and so forth, but I'm sticking with only number of bars. And then we have the strategy filter to enhance the strategy. Currently it's true, so that means it will always be true. Yes, there is nothing. So when we are testing now, we're only testing this pattern with the number of bars. Now we look at the inputs. I put the inputs here in order to optimize the number of bars on exit and also to optimize the look back period for the filters. So right now we are testing only the long side. So let's see the results. So this is the gold futures, and I have data here since 2008. So we will test the exit after number of bars from 1 to 20 on the long side only. So if we optimize, it's only 20 and it should be very quick. And it's done. We sort by number of bars. And we can see here that 1 is profitable, but barely. I mean, 16, 20, that's not even gonna cover the commission and slippage. And then we lose. So from 6 bars onwards, we start to make money consistently. And we can see that the best range is between 10 and 14. So I'll pick 12 as the best lookout period that sits in between 9 and 16. So we are making 30,000 and we have a $31,000 drawdown. And how many trades we have? We have only 53 trades, so that is not a lot of trades. And the average trade is 568, which more than enough to cover slippage and commission. That since 2008, 2013 was 13 and 14 were the worst years that we didn't see so far for the past decade. So now let's look at the short side. So we will take the true here and put it here. And we'll make the long as false, and let's compile, see which one is better in terms of number of bars. So again, we will test from 1 to 20. And for the short side, this is very interesting. Only number 1 is losing, and then all the rest are profitable. So this is a very good pattern for the short side on gold. As you can see, you can pick anything and it's making a lot of money. And again, we can see that between 9 and 15, it's also a good area. So let's pick 12. And now we can see that we have 76 trades averaging $1,000. So that's again definitely more than enough to cover slippage and commission. And the annual is definitely going to help our strategy because remember the long side suffered in 13 and 14, while this one is suffering in 2008 and 9. So they will help each other as a strategy. And we can see this is the strategy. So now that I know I am looking at 12, let me fix those N bars at 12. And now we will switch one filter on. So before I do the filters, you have to know that filter purpose is to enhance the strategy in some way. And this will depend on what you want to do in your strategy. For example, we have here lower number of trades. So I might introduce a filter to increase the number of trades. Or I want higher average profit. Or I want lower drawdown. Or I want more profit as an absolute number. So the enhancing depends on your portfolio. Of course, most of the time, in general, you are looking for more profits, lower drawdown. But I just want to keep this in your head that really a filter should enhance any metric that you want. So it doesn't have to be always profits or drawdown. In this case, we are focusing on profits and lower drawdown. Shameless plug, I want to announce that my Algo Trading Masterclass is starting this week. I am very excited. So make sure to subscribe to the waiting list so you will be notified when the seminar is on, where I describe everything about the course, how I take you from knowing nothing to building robust strategies by the end of the course. And of course, there are more details in the seminar. So if you are interested, make sure to watch out for it. So we are still on the short side. And remember, we have 76,000 with 28,000 maximum drawdown. And if we switch on our filters, so this is the ADX. And let's optimize the look back period for the ADX. So we will go from 0 to 50 in step of 5. That's 10 optimizations. So 0, that's our original strategy. And then we can look that we do enhance it here. We go profits up to 80 and we lower the drawdown. We take 6-7 trades off, and then for the rest we don't see any improvement. So this is a peak, and even then the improvement is not that big, so we will discard this filter. So now let's look at the other filter, which is the close below a moving average, and let's optimize that one. So we need to optimize this from 5 because average of 0 is not acceptable. And if we sort by the close, so the original strategy has 76,000 profits and 30 something drawdown. So we can use this one, which is 70 now less profits, but also much less drawdown. So this could be a good filter. So the look back here is 30. So I will keep this in mind here. Let's say here, I'll put 30 look back for the short side. So as you can see that the filter not necessarily going to improve a strategy, and if it improves it by a little bit, then you should discard that filter because that's only overfitting your strategy to maybe 2-3 trades. Of course, there are many filters that you can test. I just picked the ADX and the close above the moving average because it's so simple and you can do it on any charting software. Okay, now we will do the long side. So the long side is true, short is false, and we are using the ADX, and let's optimize. So this is the ADX 11 to 50, and we can definitely see an enhancement here. So 0 is the original strategy with 31,000 drawdown, but look at this, 4, 5, 6. We have 3 values with the same or lower drawdown, but much higher profits. It's 25% more profit. And so I can pick this one in the middle. So this is ADX 20. So long 20 for ADX. And now we will test the moving average. And again, here we see significant improvements. So remember, the profit was 30,000, and look at this, 40, 42, 49, and 50. So between 2 and 5, these are really good. Also, which it happens with a lot lower drawdown. Of course, we have lower number of trades. So this is the most number of trades at 22. So the average here is 25. So for the long side here, we have 25. And you can see that there is a trade-off between a good filter and the number of trades. Because remember, the filter will affect many metrics. Of course, you decrease number of trades, you increase the average profit, and of course, you increase the total profits, and hopefully you lower the drawdown. But then you have to take the number of trades into consideration. Really, if you want to go from 70 trades down to 22, is that something you want to do? If you want to do that, then you should increase the number of markets that you trade with this strategy. So you bring back the number of trades to an acceptable level. So now we will put both the long and short as true. And you can see that I have only the filter for the same long and short. So I will pick something in between. So let's put this as 27. So we fixed the moving average at 27 between 30 and 25. And both of them are fixed with look back period of 12. And let's see what the strategy looks like. If you like the content so far, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you don't miss any of the great content that I post on this channel. So we're making $91,000, drawdown is 26. This is the curve. Of course, this is not the best curve. We can enhance it by doing different filters for each strategy and different bars exit for each strategy. But we pick something in the middle to be more stable in the future. And now we have 64 number of trades with an average of 1,400. That's really, really good. So now we lowered the drawdowns on all years, and now 2020 is the worst year at 8,000. But all in all, the strategy is doing very, very well. And this is close to close. So remember, this was including the open drawdown. So what do you know? Naked close still works wonderfully on gold market. Of course, you can test this strategy with different filters. You can test it on different markets. You can even change the time frame. Remember, I'm using daily. You can switch this to weekly, or you can go down to 8 hours, 12 hours. There are many variations. There is no fixed road to profitability. And that is what I like. You just need to learn the concept of how not to overfit a strategy and then apply it to any market, any time frame, and so on and so forth. So the idea is to learn robustness, and that is what my shame plug. That is what my algo trading masterclass is all about, is to teach you the concept of robustness. And then you can use something like StrategyQuant X, where you build thousands of variations and you end up with robust strategies. Of course, if you have any questions, any comments about the strategy or any other strategy or video that I present on the channel, I'll be more than happy to answer you. I do read and answer all comments sent to the YouTube channel or even to my email address. And if you want to take this further, learn more, then you are more than welcome to join the Discord server, where we have more than 450 questions already answered in videos cataloged in a database, so you can easily look up the question that you want and find the answer you are looking for. We also have 3 portfolios that trade on monthly signals. These are based on ETFs and stocks on momentum signals. As always, good luck with your trading, good luck with your investing, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.